And we're live. We're live. We're live. We are live on both YouTube platforms and on the Champagne and Conversation page on the Facebook. As I reported earlier today, first, welcome to my platforms. If this is your first time, please hit the subscribe, like, share this out to your social media platforms. As reported earlier today, O.J. Simpson passed away from a battle with prostate cancer. Last night, the family released the statement this morning at the age of 76. And of course, there has been comments from everybody. Everybody, been making comments. Everybody been, got the memes and the cute little TikTok videos and everything. But here's the thing about it, and that's to be expected. Okay, I'm not gonna come out here and say I didn't expect folks to have their comments and everything, but it's some of the people that's commenting and some of the comments that I find funny, like Miss Caitlyn Jenner. Now, if y'all don't know who Miss Caitlyn Jenner is, she's the athlete formerly known as Bruce Jenner, and she transitioned over back in 2015, 16, Redbird. But 15, 16, 17, somewhere around in there. I know it was before pandemic time. And, supported her in her transition. But this is a white trans woman still living as a heterosexual white man. Because now, if y'all know anything about the Jenner Kardashian, connection, they were, back in the day hanging out with OJ. It was good pals and buddies with OJ. And then the situation happened that he gonna be remembered more for the unaliving of those two people than he will for the career he had at USC or his NFL career. The NFL career and the college football career is gonna be a footnote. Also ran uh, of the situation where he was accused, arrested, tried, and acquitted of unaliving those two people. Welcome to the platform. Please hit the like. Thank you. So, and you already got Ron Goldman's daddy. Because if you can remember, after the acquittal, they went and filed a civil suit. And, you don't have to prove as much in a civil suit as you do in an actual criminal case. So, they got awarded their little money or whatever. And, they took all this man's stuff. He had to give up the Heisman trophy that he had. Anything that he had to give up to pay these people. So Ron Goldman's dad comes out and says, hours after the news broke, he told he's only thinking about his son Ron, who died 30 years ago, and not about the man acquitted of his unalive, and not that the man acquitted of his unaliving has finally died. Everybody remember back. This was 1984, or you might as well say 30 years ago. I want to say in August of 30, 30 years ago this year, when the unaliving of the ex-wife and the friend, although I said that was her boyfriend, but hey, who am I? Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. You know, Despite all that, two people gone. And I still had my theory on it because I still think the son Jason did it, but that's just me. But he was found liable and was ordered to pay monies. Okay. Now, I touched on it, but like I said, I was driving at the time, so I couldn't really go into it. So, I'm finna read to you the official statement from the family. It said, on April 10th, our father, Orenthal James Simpson, succumbed to his battle with cancer. He was surrounded by his children and grandchildren. During this time of transition, his family asked that you please respect their wishes for privacy and grace. The Simpson family. So he passed on last night in Vegas. It was announced via Twitter. But now, Ron Goldman daddy made the comment that he may be gone, but the judgment's not gone, and we're looking into anything that he left behind. He had shit. That's how he ended up serving that time for that shit he did when he found out that I don't know if it was kind of a sports curator. I can't remember the case, offhand, that he went and did those 7-8 years for. Uh, but that's why he went to try to get his stuff back, because folks had bought his stuff where he had to sell it, and y'all got the funds from it. So I mean, you can't get blood from a turnip. So the man dead and gone. If he ain't got nothing left, y'all already took what he had. What y'all gonna get? Now I can understand. I understand where they coming from, because this is the man that y'all believe took y'all loved one. I get it. I understand it. Trust and believe. I get it. But that does not take away from the college and NFL career that he had. Because like it or not, when Mango Unchained finally get called to the fiery furnace, the main thing that's gonna be said is he was a former president of these United States. All that other stuff, yeah, that's gonna, but you can't take it away unless they come up and find that it was some fluckery, and then he get the. But anyway, he still would be listed in the history books and in this country's history as a former president. So, with that being said, you want to overlook, just like with Nixon, Watergate stuff, bam, but he's still listed as a president. So, as mucked up as it is, the events of 1994 is going to overshadow the college and NFL career this man had, which was stellar. He made records, he broke records. I mean, then he went on to, have somewhat of a career after, in the movies and the commercials. Like I said, my before I knew OJ Simpson, the football player, I remember being in the Hertz commercials running through the airport. So, I mean, and like I said earlier today, like my mom always said, you going to pay for your deeds on this side. And he paid on this side, because his legacy, as hard as he worked to be one of the best college players, one of the best NFL players, the first thing, when you Google O.J. Simpson, the first thing that comes up is the events of 1994. That's going to be the first thing that come up. But yeah, Miss Jenner is talking about good riddance. The Goldman's is, he may be gone, but the judgment ain't gone. We gonna look and find what anything he left behind and take it. Uh, Gloria Allred, who represented Nicole Brown Simpson's folks during the trial, her comment was, Simpson's death reminds us that the legal system, even 30 years later, is still failing battered women, and that the power of celebrity men to avoid true justice for the harm that they inflict on their wives or significant others is still a major obstacle to the right of women to be free of gender violence to which they are still subjected. She was like, she added, my heart goes out to the children of O.J. Simpson and to the very brave family of Nicole Brown Simpson. The truth about O.J. Simpson can never be erased and should never be forgotten. O.J. Simpson is dead. May his victims finally rest in peace. That's what Gloria Allred said. The Goldman's attorney, David Cook, is quoted saying OJ died without penance, and that while he may be gone, his multi-million-dollar judgment is not. And the Goldmans are interested in discerning what money assets he may have left behind that they can collect. He went on to say they'll be exploring their options now that O.J. Simpson is dead, including figuring out whether he left behind a fund with his estate that they can pounce on. Then you had Miss Kay Jenner, who used to be good friends, said good riddance. That was she posted on her Twitter now X account. Good riddance. One of the lead detectives on the case, Tom Lane, he commented, I have nothing to say. I simply don't care. So, like, like I said, he had prostate cancer. And he had got the best with him because he had been in hospice care. Uh, so, yeah, last night he passed on. Uh, and that he's been battling this for over a year because the cancer came back and it just claimed his life. You know, in his last days, he was spotted walking on a cane. Uh, you know, so this like I said, I just want to see the fall ever. See, because at the end of the day, everybody gonna be looking for money. The Goldman's attorney just came out and let you know they want the money. They looking for the money, and that's it. That's all. Because the judgment don't go away. But y'all done got all this man stuff. I'm sure that on all that movie that well, it wasn't really a movie. It was that FX did with Cuba Good Jr. starring as OJ. I'm sure they got funds off of that. I'm sure they got monies off of that. So here, I mean, the man dead and gone. His legacy is going all y'all gonna forever be connected to this man. Do a Google search right now, O.J. Simpson, and beside him, if you had did a Google search of O.J. Simpson on Monday, 1994 would have came up. You do a Google search of O.J. Simpson now. Besides it announcing his death, it's gonna be 1994. Then you gonna read out, and then at the end, it might be a half a paragraph about his football and NFL career. So I mean, the man gone. That's my thing. You know, people has been trained or brought top that the ultimate punishment is death. Well, some don't believe that. A lot of people believe death is the ultimate freedom. And if he was suffering like that, just imagine being a college football star, being very athletic, and being reduced in your final days and your final months to having to walk on a cane. Y'all don't think that's punishment? I reference again what my mama has always said. You're going to pay on this side of the grave. A lot of people think you don't pay till you go to the grave. No, you on the other side of the grave. No, you pay on this side of the grave. Just that simple. Now, like I said, a lot of people believe he committed the crimes that he got arrested, tried, and acquitted of. That's why they had that whatchamacallit judge. That's how they was able to go to civil court. And that did it civil court didn't really prove that he did it. It just proved that he was responsible for it. So like I said, when it happened, I was like, I believe his son Jason did that because he did not care for that woman, because OJ in recent years had really cut him off, and this goes back from when Jason was in school, and she had slowed up the funds, and he didn't care for her. Then he didn't care for her because that she wasn't his mama. And just a few months before this happened, you get your girlfriend call the police on you because you threatened her with a knife. And who else would a parent be willing to go to trial for and sit as quiet as this man sat doing that trial, other than your child? That's just always been my belief. I believe the son did it. To this day, I believe the son did it. Just saying. I believe Jason did that shit. Or let's go back to the other thing that was out there, where they said the way that she was taken had some evidently she was a big into the cocaine. Hey, darling. She was big into the cocaine. And oh, where the hell is you going? The line is back here. And oh, some people. And hey Dion, baby. Yeah, it's been a minute, I know. But and what she was given was what they call a Colombian necktie. And if Jason, it's just two people did to, and then this is just me. Since this is gonna overshadow the man's death itself, two people did that. I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. one dude with bad knees and two people with a blade. No, something about that ain't right. Something about that. Either a young dude, a young athletic, angry dude. If you hit my car, I swear it's gonna be some smoke in the city. Yeah. Uh. Oh, they got the principal out here. Something going on the bus. Uh. But that's just me. Who is this? Whatever. But yeah. So we just gonna see how this play out. We gonna see how this play out. You know, I, I just, and this is just me. The but Eddie Griffin made a comment in one of his comedy specials, and if he ain't never said nothing real in his life, this was the realest stuff he ever said. Eddie Griffin said, and I'm paraphrasing: if you are black in this industry, meaning sports, entertainment, mute, any of that, you ain't gonna pass on clean. You gonna pass with an asterisk by your name, and you think of it. You think about it. You think about it. Everybody, his cause of death, Dion, was from prostate cancer. He succumbed to prostate cancer. He had did a video when it came out that he had did a video when it came out that he first had it, that he had beat it, but then in the last year or so it came back and his health started going downhill to the point that he would at one point was in hospice and on the cane. So yeah. But getting back to my statement, you ain't gonna die. He said you ain't gonna die clean. You gonna die with an asterisk by your name. And if you look at it, the main ones that was at the top of their game. Let's look at it. Mike. Mike died. What was the first thing? Yeah, they talked about the music, but what was the first thing that came out after that? Prince, who was the most recluse, close to recluse you could find. You didn't find, they didn't have no dirt on Prince. So what they found out? Fentanyl. Tupac, the arrest. Biggie, that East Coast, West Coast, and how him and Diddy had something to do with Tupac being took. Diddy, all this going on. You just look at it. Bill Cosby, exactly. That's what they're gonna focus on. You know, and after 30 years, I mean, God dang. Okay, y'all took the man earthly possessions while he was here. The man dead. Y'all trying to go after what y'all? If they put him in a casket, you gonna go take that and sell it? If they bury him and put a headstone on it, you gonna repossess the plot and the headstone? I mean, cause I'm sure the little NFL pension that had, y'all took that. Like I said, when they did that mini series, he didn't get no money off that. I'm sure y'all got a piece of that. So you mean to tell me if there's any life insurance policies that he done left behind for his kids and family, you're taking that? Man, please. Y'all spent all that time going after OJ for it. And wouldn't it be something that in years to come, it comes out that there was actually somebody else that committed these crimes? Like it did with that John Benet Ramsey. Because, oh, they just knew the daddy had did it. They just knew the mama had did it. 20 some odd years later, it comes out who actually did that to that girl. So, yeah, make your little memes, because I seen somebody post some of him at the pearly gates and being sent to hell. You know, uh, I'm sure the TikTok videos and all that's going to come out, you know. But the man dead and gone. He ain't here to hear and see none of this shit. But yeah, in the next few days, weeks, months, this is and at the end of the day, him and Nicole had kids together. Those kids are still here. And do you think that every time their father's name is brought up, they want to hear about what happened to their mother? Want to be reminded about what happened to their mother? I'm just saying. And if the Brown family is still instilling that into their head that their father is responsible for it, now if he had been convicted of stuff, hey, hey, ain't nothing to be said. Hey, you was found guilty, but hey, I still say Jason did that shit. And I'm gonna tell you when Jason gonna be 100 years old on his deathbed and gonna finally admit to it. Cause Jason did not like that woman. Exactly. I can see, and thank you again, love, for tuning in. I can see that happened like that. Because I'm sorry, one person would, and I don't care unless you will flash. You ain't. I'm sorry. Nah, had it happened with with a pistol, two people, one person with a pistol taking out two people. Yes, all day and day, any day, I can see that happening. But one person with a blade taking out two people, and one of y'all was young. Both of them was young. Come on, man. Let me see something. Can y'all still hear me? Okay, yeah, y'all can still hear me. I got to handle something outside the app right quick. Please hit the like. Oh, I see my Ah, hey, beautiful. How's your day? Don't be slamming my door like that. What's wrong with you? You got homework? Yes. That's what's wrong with you. Nothing. Okay. Well, y'all, my little beautiful is in the car. I will end that on. This will end the live for today. I will try to come on a little more often for y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Uh, y'all have a good day. Please hit the like. Thank you. And I will be talking to you all later. Smooches. Math homework.